Yeah, what's going guys? Over here at Flex and Tone. I've had trained some back, waiting on Paddy and I believe Brandon, but I've messaged him and I've not heard back from him. It's like 25 to 12, supposed to be here by 11. I got here a little bit late myself, but yeah, no sign of him at all, so I think it's going to be a solo back session. I'm a little bit tired today. I've had some really big sessions back to back, and yesterday's hamstring, which turned into a leg session, took it out of me a little bit, pushed it on the way, and yeah, it's one of them. I felt like I could do more, so I did more, and just gonna have to take time a little bit today in terms of progressing straight into the session, because I've come straight from home, which is like a 25-minute bicycle ride over here. So got to get changed and that. So I had to compose myself and back to take my pre-workout. Got the usual AV, always does the trick. So yeah, gonna get that down me. Got my cyclodextrin with me and that, and then yeah, get to it. Get as much film as possible, and got the vest on today. I said I was gonna stay covered up, but I did say that I mean with the occasional vest, so it's here today, and feels like a special occasion, so I brought it out.
I love Chris Rich.
Hey, what's going on guys? Not long got back from the gym now. It's like 4:30 and I'm feeling absolutely knackered. It's been a hard session, and to be honest, when I woke up and I got up super early, I woke up numerous times, and that's due to the diet now. It's starting to take effect on, starting to affect my sleep, I should say. I'm waking up a couple of times, 2-3 times each night. I wake up before my alarm, and my alarm's set at like 5 o'clock, and that's when I have my 6 o'clock clients, and yeah, just getting up way before then. Usually once a night to go to the toilet, have a piss, what's not, and then after that it's just maybe wake up, like I said, once or twice. So anyway, I got up, had my breakfast, done some bits on the laptop, had some programming to do for clients and that, so I thought I'd be productive. I plan to meet my friends at the gym. We was actually supposed to go prophecy today, but I just messaged them early in the morning and it's like, no, it's not happening, mate. It's not happening because I just could not be asked travelling. I just wanted to get to the gym, do what I need to do, and then get home as soon as possible. I got to the gym. Usually I'd go from work, so it's a little bit shorter in terms of travel time. I cycle everywhere. Every now and again I drive, but usually I cycle. So today I cycled, and it's like a 25-minute cycle to Flex and Tone. So yeah, it's not like super tiring, but you know, you feel it. And I did some legs yesterday, so they felt quite heavy. And even before I left out, I just felt tired. But another thing was that because I usually go for my gym, and that's where I keep some of my supplements, especially like my post-workout stuff. So after my session, I had to head back over to my gym, do my cardio there, and get the supplements and that. But I didn't really want to go there because I just thought I can't be arsed bumping into anyone. I didn't want to speak to anyone. Today I've been a bit moody. I'll be honest, like a little bit angry. No reason in particular. It could just be due to the being in a deficit for a while now, and yeah, I just like throughout my sessions a little bit pissed off and that, and just tried to channel any anger into my sets. And I did have a productive workout. It certainly wasn't an easy one, but we managed to move some decent weight, and yeah, just get the job done really. But that's sorted now, back home and able to chill out. But I'll be honest, I'm just making life a little bit hard for myself because like I'm not even prepping my meals, I'm just cooking them as and when. Now, like sometimes, like well, most times just on the day. So I'm getting in from the gym tired, and then I've got to cook my food. And even though it doesn't take that long, you know, it's still just another thing to do. So from tonight, I'm gonna start like batch cooking my stuff, and because I know exactly what I'm having every day, so it's easy to do. I'm just being a dick really. So yeah, training aside and me being tired aside, I've booked my show and the BMBF Midlands qualifier. Yes, the Midlands, not the Northern. I decided to change the show. I met up with Rob on, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Might have been yesterday. Shit, was it? I can't remember. What day? I don't even know what day it is. Wednesday today. Monday. I saw him on Monday, that's it. And there's a few of us there, a few guys that he's prepping, and we went through some posing and had a nice chat and stuff. And yeah, and the main thing is that he just wants me to do an earlier qualifier, not take any risks in terms of like leaving it to the last qualifier, because anything can happen. I could fall really ill, and it could be a strong, you know, competition that day. And if you know, if I'm way off for whatever reason, then I might not qualify. And you know, it's very unlikely that that will happen. And given my track record at qualifiers and that, but you know, that's what he suggested. And to be honest, I'm just gonna listen to what he says, because he's like steered me in the right direction so far. Things have been going really well with him, and I don't know, I've just got this feeling that like if I don't listen to him now about the show, something could go wrong, and then I'd be absolutely kicking myself. So yeah, Midlands qualifiers booked, and that's sorted. So it's officially Battle of the Kings at the Midlands. Me and King Sol, you know, we've been going back and forth on Instagram and that, you know, having some banter, having a good laugh. And he was going to do the Northern because that's a show which I was doing, and he wanted to come to my hometown and beat me. That was his intentions, but yeah, I told him I'm not doing Northern. So we're going to meet at the Midlands instead and go from there. Yeah, I'm sure that's where it's from anyway. I'm sure it's from the Midlands, so it's whichever way is close to him. It's more of his home ground, his home territory, and I can't wait. Yeah, things are going well. I'm still staying pretty covered up. Today I actually wore a vest because I thought I'd wear a vest because I'm doing some filming. It's not too showy, so you know, it's not like a proper string or anything. So I thought it was acceptable, but that's it for now. I'll stick my t-shirts back on, and yeah, just keep it that way. But whichever way, I'm going to the posing club this Saturday. It's the Northern Posing Club at Evo Gym. should be quite a few people there, and so people are going to see me anyway, regardless. But you know, I still want to kind of stay under the radar a little bit. I say that, but I fucking post on Instagram all the time, every day, all day. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't want to give it all away. I give some away, not at all. But yeah, going posing club Saturday. I'm gonna train after that. It'll be legs. Me and Danny doing legs at Evo. So we'll probably get some food after the posing, and then train legs. Because train legs straight after posing is not very wise. You know, hour of posing, it can get very tiring. But yeah, so that's Saturday, and then on Sunday is the BMBF Welsh. We'll be going to that. Me and Danny, we're travelling down, and looking forward to the show. Like I said in my last vlog, you've got Q Money, you've got DSL, and you've got Aaron Bevan. Sure, it's Aaron Bevan, not Dan North. Aaron Bevan. Yeah, let's get mixed up. They look kind of similar. But yeah, Aaron Bevan. That's who I'm putting money on. And yeah, it's Dan North. It's not Dan North. Aaron Bevan. Yeah, that's it. So that's at the Welsh. So I'm looking forward to the show. One good thing about going to watch the show, it really gets you fired up, gets you motivated. Even though I'm motivated already, but you know, it just gives you that actually a little bit of fire, and I need it right now, to be honest, because like it's just getting a little bit harder. In all honesty, even though sessions are good and that, it's just like I'm finding that I'm getting a bit hungrier, more tired, and yeah, a little bit more grumpier. But still, sticking to my diet, doing what I need to do, even though I have things like this going on. Yep, see all that shit right there. There's all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I put a little thing on my story yesterday about people complaining about not being able to diet when they've got shit in the house, all the snacks and stuff. But you know, we all have to deal with it, and it's about how much you want it at the end of the day. I've got a shit out there, it doesn't even tempt me. Even when I was starving before, I just, you know, it's one of them. It's like I know what I want, like long term, and know that stuff ain't gonna help me. It'll sort my cravings out for a short period of time, and then I'll probably hate myself, hate my life, if I was to eat all of it, because you know, once you start and you've got a lot there, and you just keep going, it's dangerous. So I won't even start. Like I said, I'm not even tempted. But don't get me wrong, there are times where it's like, oh my god, sugar levels dropping, and you just want to eat literally anything and everything. I still refrain from doing anything stupid, but yeah, that's the only time really where the cravings are that bad. But before I like move on, I just want to, do you know what? I don't know what's going on like this year with the competing and that. It's like everyone's just kind of under the radar and not even saying anything. It's like, I think this is just my opinion, but I feel like it kind of takes away from the whole hype about the shows and that. You know, it's just dead. There's no rivalries really. There's no hype going into the show, like who's doing what or anything. It's almost like no one's competing. You know, everyone's free to do their own shit. You know, hide away. Don't say what shows you're doing. Don't say whether you're competing. You know, that is all up to you. Obviously. But I just think it makes it a bit more fun, even just to mention, yeah, I'm competing, I'm doing whatever show. You don't have to show anything, but I just think it, you know, adds to it. But to be honest, I bumped into a guy yesterday in Flex and Tone, and you know, nice lad. Seen him before and that, and he was just saying about the shows and Instagram and social media and that, and how it, you know, it has a negative effect during prep for him and stuff, you know, because obviously you see lots of really good physiques, and if you're a new competitor, it can be intimidating. social media in general can be quite intimidating for a lot of people. Do find like with like some of my clients, it's one of them. They see it, they're making progress and what's not, and they're happy, and then they go on social media and then they'll see all these amazing bodies or amazing photographs anyway, and be a bit disheartened. So social media is hard to get over for a lot of people. So I do understand if you do want to hide away or not mention much or what's not, because it can add pressure, extra unnecessary pressure. I guess I see why he's why might not say anything. But for myself, like, I'm just like a different kind of guy, like person. Generally, I find that like the background which I'm coming from, the reasons why I'm in the gym and doing what I do is generally different to a lot of people. A lot of people coming from a lot of like insecurities, physical insecurities and what's not, and they're in the gym and trying to develop the body to kind of overcome all of that and build confidence, etc. And whereas myself, I started the gym not thinking, I need to become like something else, but just because I just wanted to be stronger. My older brother, he used to go to gym, and I thought, it looks good, and that going to gym, it looks like a good thing to do. So I thought I'd go gym, and then I just wanted to be strong from there. And then I didn't actually know about natural bodybuilding until like 2012. I watched my first natural show. Before that, I wasn't really interested in bodybuilding to that. But when I heard about natural bodybuilding and watched that, that's where I kind of got this idea to compete. And from there, I done my first show in 2014. So as you can see, it's not really been a development thing in such as build confidence and stuff. It was just I do it because I enjoyed doing it, and still the same today. So it was never really like to overcome any issues in particular. It was just a matter of just wanting to be stronger. I used to love being strong, like stronger than other people, and that was. I think my friend got me into that more than anything, because he was like, and still is, into just lifting heavy stuff. And that type of thing, king of the gym type stuff. That's what we used to love doing. But now I'm not even fussed about who's lifting the most in the gym for me, because I'm a bodybuilder now. It's all about developing my body, working on my weaknesses, and just bringing up body parts and the overall look which I've got. So one thing that I will say to the people who kind of shy away from stuff is that I wouldn't be scared to say like what I want. So don't be afraid to say what you want and what you'd love to achieve, and that, because generally when you speak about it, when you put it out into the universe, you start to believe it more and actually can make it happen. But when you keep a lot of things to yourself, it can come to life. But I reckon usually when you say something to someone, I'm gonna do this or I want to do that, unless you're just one of them people who just chat shit anyway, more than likely you'll make it happen one way or another. Like, I've been saying it for a long time. I'm not afraid to put out like what I want to do and what I want to achieve, whether I do it today, tomorrow, or in 10 years time. One way I'll make it happen. And I'm not afraid to fail, and I think that's what a lot of people are afraid to do. Say something, and then if it doesn't happen instantly, then it's like, I feel like a dick now, and I wish I never said anything, and feel a little bit embarrassed. But it all comes with it. Don't be afraid to fight for what you want and back what you believe. So I hope you build the confidence to say what you want to do, and say what shows you want to do. And if you're gonna compete, I know there's a lot of people out there judging, but you shouldn't be afraid to say who you are and what you'd like to do with your life. So a few life tips there. And don't say it for the sake of my interest, even though I do what I know. Girl, guy, old, young, it don't matter. I just love hearing like people competing, and that's what it comes down to. It's not like, oh, I need to know what my competitors are doing. I just like to hear, like, when people say, yeah, oh, I'm gonna do a show, like, you know, I'm genuinely interested. I have a huge interest in bodybuilding in general, so you know, I love to hear that people want to compete. Some people, you know, they'll say it and they might not have been in the gym for a long enough time. So when that happens, like, it's kind of like, oh, you know, are you sure? Type of thing. Well, I never say are you sure, but you know, if they do ask me for advice, then I will stick it to them basically, in the nicest possible way. You know, I never want to hurt anyone's feelings, even like with the rivalry stuff and that. Like me and Sol, you know, we go back and forth. Like, I've throw a few digs at him on social media and that, and yeah, you know, it's never a disrespect thing, because anyone who I'm up against, I respect them all as bodybuilders. I don't really know many of them personally, but you know, if you're going to be on that stage, and any stage in general, you know, you've got my respect, because it's not an easy thing to do. The amount of people that I've come across over the years who said that they're going to do a show, start a diet, and then end up putting out of shows, and you know, just because they don't think that they're going to be ready, or they haven't got enough muscle, they haven't got the confidence. There's lots of people who I spoke to who were like, you know, I'd love to be able to go on stage, but you know, I just haven't got the confidence to do it. So yeah, everyone's got my utmost respect, in all honesty. Whichever category you do, even the categories which I'm not like super fond of, like men's physique, wellness and all that, but you know, if that's what you want to do, you know, I'm not gonna, like, say, oh, men's physique guy, because who knows when it's gonna take it. I don't know, you might end up doing bodybuilding, hopefully. But no, if you compete, you compete. Do you know what? I was just thinking then, whilst I'm doing this vlog, I'm actually getting happier. I think I just need to talk to someone and just vent a little bit, and miss that work and that, so I've not really had much chance to chat to anyone today. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, man, or potential watchers, because this is what I've needed. It's cheered me up, and I hope it's cheered you up, or inspired you, or motivated you, or helped you in some way. But I'm just going to wrap it up there, because I'm going to hopefully put out another vlog on the weekend, and some content from the Polding Club possibly, and maybe some from the Welsh show. I've got a few things planned for the weekend, and I've got a spare battery just in case my camera runs out of battery, you know, when I'm on the road. So thanks guys for watching. Really appreciate all the viewers, everyone who subscribed to my channel, everyone who likes it and comments and gives me feedback. Right, take care. Peace.